Trigger warning. This talk includes a discussion of sexual violence and death. It's real. It's brutal. It's uncomfortable. But these stories are more important than your comfort. 29,988. That's the number of women who were murdered between 2014 and 2024. Imagine 30 full-size movie theaters or a large stadium with just a few seats left open for those whose stories did not make it to the police. As it stands, at least one woman is being killed every 10 minutes in our beloved country. The life-changing power of transformation is the sole solution to femicide. South Africa is a rainbow nation. We are known to have a diversity of sorts: languages, cultures, ethnicity, and the beauty of our biodiversity. We also possess a diversity of crime. Rape, murder, human trafficking, gender-based violence, the list goes on. One thing that has stayed constant, though, is society. That is what you and I accept as normal. It is also matters we prioritize and those which we assign a back seat. South Africa has a diversity of online drama, sagas some of us cannot wait to immerse ourselves in. A cancel culture, which we proudly advocate for when we criticize the opinions of others to the point where we demand they be removed from our phone screens. A cancel culture that also silences the voice of anybody who speaks out against the norm or says anything that isn't trend-worthy. I mean, how ghastly is it that some of us are willing to overlook the rape statistics and human trafficking of our brothers and sisters, yet we are the first to comment under marriage sagas and make people's embarrassing moments go viral? You mean to tell me that you know which celebrity is getting divorced this week, but you don't care to know when I tell you that in just the first quarter of 2025, sexual assault cases in this country have spiked up to 10,688. The injustice in society is our silence. We have become silent when it is vital for us to be the voice of reason for those who have been silent. In 2019, Uyinene was lured to a post office where she was raped and beaten to death. In 2018, Zolile was found murdered on campus at a university in KwaZulu-Natal. In 2017, Hannah was abducted at a club and later raped and murdered. Again in 2018, Gabsile, a 13-year-old girl, was found murdered and mutilated. These are the stories of just a few of those who trended. There are thousands more who died similarly. As somebody who grew up in a family of law enforcers, I didn't have the privilege of escaping reality. I couldn't just scroll past anything that was too difficult for me to hear. Sexual assault cases in our country date back to and beyond 2005. That's over 2 decades ago. The injustice in society is that in over 2 decades, sexual assault has intensified. In over 2 decades, we've seen little to no transformation in our society. We know of so many victims, but we also know that for every victim, there is a perpetrator. So how is it that nobody in this room can stand up and confidently say, I know a perpetrator? I know that we have grown weary of talking about the same thing over and over again. It feels like a never-ending battle. But I want to encourage you today to not just be your sister's keepers, be your brother's keepers as well. Prevent the perpetrator from committing the crime. Our social hierarchy of priorities is unwritten, but it's clear-cut. Trends continue to take precedence over issues we have grown so wary of speaking about, until it happens to one of us, or one of those we hold dear. Allow me to demonstrate. Justice for? Oh, you've forgotten her name already. She was last month's trend, last week's hashtag. How is it that sexual assault occurs in places where everyone is supposed to be watching? It's because so many of us are too busy minding our own business than to make a sister feel safe. Transformation is the tool we require to put an end to this. Here's how. Transformation of the mind and heart, change an individual. Transformation of the individuals that make up society, change our trajectory. It shapes new norms and speaks to what is acceptable. I want to challenge you today to ask yourself 3 questions. Firstly, do I have a mind your own business mentality? Secondly, can a stranger feel safe around me simply because I am aware of my surroundings? And finally, how can I be my brother's keeper? There is hope for a tomorrow where we can leave our houses feeling safe, where we don't have to wonder where the next perpetrator will come from. Ladies, there is hope for a tomorrow where we don't have to ask, am I next? The hope for a better future lies in you and I and what we do with today. Thank you.